welcome to another insightful episode of the Property Show. We all know one of the biggest headaches for developers is how to structure finances that match cash flows. CBA, home of asset financing as well as business banking, has a solution that works. Catch that conversation later on this show.
When it comes to project finance, one of the biggest challenges we've encountered is developers changing the scope of the project in the middle.
Our property pick of the week features affordable, functional, and modern homes, Maple Ridge Estate, conveniently located in a leafy setup of a modern-day community, offering amenities and utilities that perfectly fit all family needs.
As Banda, we have made sure that all our projects are very functional.
The Accessory spot, it's about the living room, from rugs and pillows to ottomans and accessories. Engage us on our social media handles and let's talk. Let's get started. As always, there is something for everyone. Whether you're buying a dream home or an investment, now could be a good time to commit, as we see developers willing to negotiate for better deals. Recently, we caught up with Banda Homes on their latest improved edition, Maple Ridge Estate. This development is in a gated community along Waiyaki Way in a leafy, secure suburb, away from the hustle and bustle of the city center. Maple Ridge has it all: spacious rooms, large windows, pantry area, large compounds, and the list continues. Let's find out more. Give us an overview of Maple Ridge Estate.
Maple Ridge Estate is one of the projects by Banda Homes. Maple Ridge Estate is located along Nairobi-Naivasha Highway, some 2.5 kilometers from the tarmac. It is in a very serene environment with 3-bedroom bungalows. There are 122 in number. We started Maple Ridge sometime in April, so this has been about 3.5 months. Maple Ridge Estate consists of 3-bedroom bungalows that are all ensuite. From Oak Park, we got really a lot of input from customers. They wanted us to enhance the house more. So what we did is that we made the house bigger. These houses are 138 square meters in size. That is quite a huge house. Then we also included a pantry at the kitchen area so that at least we can have a small store. We also made sure that the compounds are well aligned and set out. So Maple Ridge Estate is the next stage to look out for. We will be doing this for the next about 6 months. We intend to hand over the estate sometime in January. So our construction again is very key. One of the points that we are taking and giving a lot of attention is construction. If you look around, you see the quality of work is very hands-on and it's very of high standard. So Maple Ridge Estate is an estate to look out for.
Let's talk about the amenities that you're providing.
As Banda, we have made sure that all our projects are very functional. By functionality, I mean that when someone comes into the estate, they feel they have to be at home. So we have provided a common play area, a very huge area for children's play. If someone has a function and they need to do it, they don't have to hire grounds outside the estate. They'll just set out where we have the common area. We have also made sure that we provided support for water. As I mentioned, Banda makes sure that we have a lot of green areas. We have live fences, picket fences separating each house. So the borehole water will also be used for watering the common areas. We've also made sure that we've created very good grounds. Most of our estates happen to be within, outside Nairobi, or just about somewhere where someone can live and go to work in Nairobi. So all our estates are paved with cabros, so which we actually also make for ourselves to reduce the cost. So we made sure that we're giving you and the customers a very serene environment where when you come home, you feel like you have the village feeling, but you're within reach to Nairobi.
As we can see, this is an off-plan project.
Yes.
Let's talk about the buyers. How has that journey been?
Off-plan housing has been quite a challenge because the customer is investing in a promise. And the promise is that they're going to get a home. So at Banda Homes, we have been able to curtail that very well. We have been able to make sure that we live up to the customer's expectations. Maple Ridge Estate, as you can see, being just 4 months, and we're coming from a rainy season and the work is all done. Almost all the houses are up, the 122 units. As you can see, we are at roofing level right now. So the off-plan aspect has come up to the market to help people who would otherwise would not have been able to afford a house, and we are giving them a plan to pay over time. The best thing about Banda Homes again is that our conditions are not cast on stone. Each customer is treated in their own way. As much as we have a plan for the 12 months repayment, when a customer comes to us and tells us, Paul, this is a challenge that I have, this is my plan, provided it makes sense to us, financial sense, we give you opportunity to do your payments as you can without really having to strain so much. So at Banda Homes, we have been able to really connect with the customers. We have been able to create a kind of rapport that our customers will be able to acquire their homes stress-free, bringing the dream of home ownership nearer, because the mystery out here has been that for you to own a home, you must be able to afford a mortgage or break a bank. But at Banda Homes, you can be able to get a home as easily and as very conveniently as possible.
Who is your target buyer and how much are these units going for?
Wow, usually we open up to the market to everybody who would want to buy. So I wouldn't want to say that we lock out anybody, but the trends have shown most of our clientele has been people who are first home owners, because as I've told you about our model is that the customer comes and gives us a small deposit of about 30%. Then the balance, the pairs over time as we build. So we have had quite a chunk of people who are first or homeowners. That is about 40% of our clientele. We also have people who have already done their homes and they're looking to invest, because our model has a very high inclination to investment. By this I mean, being that we do most of the things for ourselves as Banda Homes, from the acquisition of material and the construction, the cost of the house is very low than the market offers. So the people who come looking to invest are able to dispose these houses within a year, and they make good return. At Banda Homes also, we are able to dispose these houses for this person at the end of the project or within the project as we build. So we have been able to give a solution to quite a number of demographics, from homeowners to investors, and the ages range between 35 years to about 55.
How did you pick this location?
At Banda Homes, we have endeavored to give only solutions that are functional, as I mentioned. So we are looking at locations that people can live in and actually drive to Nairobi or drive to wherever they're going to work if we go out of Nairobi, closer to town or closer to their workplaces. So Maple Ridge happened to be one of the pursuits that we got. It was quite a challenge for us to get this piece of land here. But if you look at this location, being very close to the main highway, being very close to Nairobi, and then being at an area where it's very ambient. If you look at the field here, it looks like a village life, but you can also feel the feel of being in the urban. So it happens to be one of our best located sites. Matter of fact, when we gave Maple Ridge for offer to the market, we were able to move within about 3 weeks, which for us it's a record. And the customers here are happy. One, for the location. Two, for the kind of work we are doing, because we are walking the journey with them. So by the kind of houses we are doing, advised by what we've done earlier and keeping improving, it has been quite a good step in us giving the solution for housing.
Asante sana.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Nancy.
Next, luxurious, affordable, and spacious. Those three words define Finheights Apartments. Let's have a look.
Finheights Apartments. Located in Dagoretti off Kikuyu Road, this development comprises of 28 modern 2- and 3-bedroom apartment units. With their strategic location just 100 meters off Kikuyu Road, the apartments are easily accessible. There is also easy access to Nairobi CBD and Westlands using Naivasha Road and the airport using the Southern Bypass. Accommodation features include spacious lounge cum dining area, making it easy to operate in both areas without difficulties. Modern fitted kitchen with granite countertops, which are durable and also add a fine touch to the space. The pantry is adjoined to the kitchen to provide sufficient storage for foodstuffs and kitchen products. Common cloakroom for the guests and separate derby area where you can do your laundry with ease. The 2- and 3-bedrooms have inbuilt wardrobe closets, which act as storage space, and the master bedroom en suite, giving you a chance to relax in your own private space.
We all know the secret code in real estate is location, location, location. Finheights Apartments has it all and much, much more. Our next project is tucked away in a quiet neighborhood, Oak Park Estate. The developers of this project have ticked all the boxes, providing amenities and conveniences of today's living. Let's check it out.
Oak Park is located 10 kilometers from Gatondo. This development consists of 3-bedroom houses all en suite. They are located within 8 acres comprising of 77 units, each having a plinth area of 125 square meters. Accommodation features include spacious lounge leading to the kitchen area, open-plan kitchen fitted with cabinets, separate spacious dining area, ensuite bedrooms with inbuilt closets, visitor's cloakroom, large windows to allow natural light in, fitted with grills for security, and steel doors. Salient features include perimeter wall with electric fence, 24-hour man guard at the gate, live fences to separate the houses, borehole, 1,500-liter water tanks on each house, ample parking spaces, use of biodigesters, modernized and efficient, and will serve several houses. Cabro pavements, children play area, and pillars at the entrance of the house for decoration purposes.
Still on the affordable housing basket, we take a look at what's available in Thika. Flame Tree Park, located in a serene, easily accessible and secure environment, the perfect place to live with your family. Take a look.
Flame Tree Park is located off Thika-Garissa Highway next to Makongeni Police Station in Thika. The development is a 45-minute drive from Nairobi Central Business District via the Nairobi-Thika Superhighway. Accommodation includes main door leading to a spacious lounge with a wide bay window to allow in natural light and fresh air, Floors covered with high-quality ceramic with protective layer making them impervious to stains and water penetration. Open-plan kitchen fitted with enough storage cabinets, granite tops for easy maintenance and provision to place your fridge and cooker, master ensuite bedrooms, inbuilt wardrobes and large windows to allow in natural light. The bathrooms have quality sanitary wares fitted with instant showers to save on electricity.
It's a fact, buying and building a home is likely to be one of the biggest and long-term investments most of us will ever make. At First Avenue, we have forged strategic alliances with developers across every price range and location and can help you find a place to call home as well as a great investment. Coming up, we continue a conversation with CBA on one of the biggest headaches developers face, structuring finances that match cash flows. Let's listen in. You and I know that most of the banks are providing project financing.
Yes.
Why should I come to CBA?
Oh, good question. Why should you come to CBA? One, we look at you just beyond this project and we start asking ourselves, how else can we help you make this a viable project? So one of the things that we are proud of is that we have partnered with Safaricom on the Lipa na M-Pesa, and what we're able to do is set up a proposition for you where your new tenants are going to be able to pay directly to your account. So you don't have to keep transferring money out of your M-Pesa into your account. Money will come straight into your account through M-Pesa. And better still, you will be able to access that from your internet, from the internet on your account. Or two, we'll even give you a SIM card that every time your tenant pays, it pops up and you're able to tell, oh, money has just come in. So it gives you that proposition from that point of view. On the other bit of it, once you start making money and you feel that you have a little bit of extra money, we'll be able to create for you a proposition of enabling you how to invest that extra money. Because we know once you do this level of project, you'll start making some money. Once you make that money, we'll give you propositions of how you can invest that money and it starts making money for you.
I know many people watching you, it sounds so easy, straight. I come in, tomorrow I'll get a loan and maybe I'll start doing a project. What are the challenges involved in this process?
I think when it comes to project finance, one of the biggest challenges we've encountered is developers changing the scope of the project in the middle. And I think changing is not the big issue. It's changing and not telling your financier that you have changed. Then midstream, when you're in the middle of doing the transaction, is when we realize actually the project scope totally changed from what we started at. And that throws all the numbers all over and we're all stressed up because we've exhausted the money that we had agreed to give you and project is not finished. So that's one of our biggest challenges. This other second challenge I would want to mention is professionals being unprofessional. Where you have a professional QS or you have a professional architect or one
project
of them,
manager.
project manager, and they're the ones who are supposed to be helping you as a developer to develop something solid. But in the process, they become unprofessional. They start doing things that they should not be doing in the first place, which are even unethical. That becomes a very big challenge, and therefore it creates stress for us.
Let me take you back. If I'm a developer
Yes.
and I start putting up 24 units,
Yes.
then along the way I realize I can put another 4 units, duplexes on top of the apartment.
Yes.
Because the costs vary after that.
Yes,
I mean, we
completely.
know that now the costs have varied.
Yes.
So what do you do when you get to that point?
I think it's a more stressful point as a financier because you've already put in money into a project. The customer, who is the developer in this case, has already changed the scope. At times, unfortunately, they don't even have the necessary approvals. So you have to retract back and say, let's go and start doing everything from scratch. Let's go get the approvals approved. Let's relook at the project cost again and see how much as a developer are you going to put into this project.
And if I don't have money, at that time, most developers don't have any money.
Now that's where the challenge is. However, to protect ourselves, one of the things we've done is that we've introduced a new angle to the whole project development, which is, like you had asked earlier, is another advantage of why you should work with CBA, is we've gotten an internal QS in the bank to work with you as a developer, so that anything that is being done, especially where the professionals at times guide you to do something different from what had already been planned, or even in yourself where you get excited and choose to start changing the scope, they're able to return you back to reality and say, this is what we had agreed to do, let's do it this way so that we don't go out of project. And at times they're able to advise and tell you, instead of doing that, why don't we split this project into two, so that we first finish one project,
do phase one,
phase
finish
one,
it,
yes, sell it,
or let it, and then go to phase two.
Exactly. So we've added that angle to having an internal QS who is helping us with the project management and project assessment and monitoring, and also adding value to you as a developer and as a customer.
Next, the accessory spot with a fresh touch for the living room, from rugs and pillows to ottomans and accessories. Let's find out more.
The living room is that space in the home that brings out who you are and are likely to enjoy while bonding with the family. With these tips, you can create a living room where family and friends can stay and soak up the beautiful design. First, use different rugs. Rugs are perfect for defining areas. You can opt to take a color from one rug and incorporate it on another to create a mix and add a pop of color. If you decide to go for bold colors for your rugs, it gives you a chance to keep some of your accessories neutral. You can match color in your cushions and lampshades. Lay your rugs opposite ways. This will instantly imply different uses within the room. Pillows are also an easy and quick solution to add flavor to your living room. Embroidered fabrics come in many shades and patterns that help to create texture that suits your choice of style. Try a contrasting trim to bring even more interest to the room. Ottomans are an actual gem that you can use in many ways to spruce up your living room. They can serve you as a cocktail table, decorative stool for your sofa, and also a space-saving storage facility. If your furniture is neutral in color, you can opt for a colored ottoman to add a pop of color in your space. Finally, add interest to your ceiling. A large living room ceiling that has few or no architectural features can make any room feel never-ending. A decorative ceiling coffer breaks the monotony and draws the eye towards the more interesting objects in the room.
The accessory spot, the perfect platform for inspiration as well as a touch of creativity for your space. If you have a room that is challenging to refresh, just drop us a line and we'll highlight some tips that could guide you. Next, the world is going green. Let's get insights on how Kenya is part of this movement.
Green building is actually the art of resource-efficient design, construction, operation, and demolishing of buildings. Green building sounds like a really, really huge task, but broken down, it's about saving water in how we design, build, and use buildings, saving electricity, because those are the things that we feel at first, and most of all the materials we use in the building. Construction sites and buildings use a lot of materials. It brings a lot of people together. All the different manufacturers need to understand what green building is. And some of them actually have the materials here in Kenya, and we have some green buildings as well. The first thing you need to look at is your site. Picking the site matters a lot. Away from rivers. We've seen what happens when we build near rivers. Second thing as well is the orientation. The sun rises from the east and sets in the west, always does. We need to consider that because we allow heat and a lot of natural ventilation depending on how we orientate the building. So once we do that and we do the plan for the building, we consider open space. We don't want to build to all the full site and then look for somewhere for our kids to walk around and play, have some vegetation. So we need to consider that. Third thing as well is in the design is how we're going to use the space. We might be very opulent and put a lot of space and very nice things in the building, but that's just wasting resources. So bringing it back down to what we need, and also when we have, for example, water that we're designing for it, we think about rainwater harvesting at the design stage, not way after when we have drought. Unfortunately, a lot of the discussions have been around energy. We've done very well with energy, but we're now realizing we can't live without water for 1-2 days, let alone we can survive without electricity for those 1-2 days. We have solar energy, we have solutions for solar energy, we have power purchase agreements, we also have laws and regulations about solar hot water. But what are we doing about water? Even our fixtures, the taps themselves, they waste water. We have leakage in our systems. Yet you'll see people carrying tanks and those big blue tankers, people buying water, yet they're paying service charge already to have the water. We don't want people to be in buildings where they're nice and new, like this apartment, but for the rest of your life in that building, you're always going to be fixed for allergies, going to the doctors, your kids, their eyes are watering because of the finishes we have. They're off-putting gases, and then we put our kids in schools and the same hospitals we go to are not finished with green products. Secondly, we've also seen the embracing out of adaptation to climate change. We've all realized that the climate is changing. But we know that drought is going to happen, but we don't do anything about it. We use drinking water to mix cement while we're building. Can you believe that? We use drinking water to wash cars. So we have to change our behaviors. So what we're seeing a lot is people are asking for regulations. They say, if it's regulated, I will do it. So the other part that we've been working on as Kenya Green Building Society is advocacy. So working with government and even local government, because local government and counties get it. They feel the pinch, they see their people suffering. Yet we're on the best locations in the world. We're at the equator, our temperate climate is amazing. There's no reason why we shouldn't have green buildings.
Taking a short break. Still ahead, Telecom, insights on another inspiring home ownership journey, and much, much more. Don't go away. We'll be right back after the break.
Bolloré is market leader in the industry. We have a presence in 45 countries in Africa, so I would consider Bolloré as the #1 logistics company in Kenya. In transport and logistics, you must have a provider who you can move with across the country. For us, only Telecom Enterprise has the capacity to support the communication our business requires. With Telecom's reliable network, all our stakeholders seamlessly keep in touch. Telecom Enterprise puts the enter in enterprise.
Telecom Enterprise, enhancing business growth.
Welcome back. You're watching The Property Show. Telecom is bringing their services closer. Let's see what's on offer in the Kikuyu neighborhood.
Telecom has evolved over the years and we have experienced growth, especially with our 4G coverage. I think customers have experienced good speeds. And of course, we've introduced our money platform, that is T-Cash in other words. And then, of course, about our affordable rates in terms of data and voice services. We decided to open the Kikuyu shop, and basically we were bringing services close to our clients. especially we are focusing on the residents of Kikuyu because it will be time saving. They don't have to move to other shops to look for services that can be offered in their area, especially about the SIM cards and the mobile platform. So they have an alternative money transfer platform and of course affordable rates in terms of data and voice. And especially right now that we have the Niaje tariff where the customer enjoys free calls based on the different types of Niaje plans that we have. We have daily, weekly and monthly. A weekly package, 49 shillings. You call Telecom to Telecom free, and then other networks you call at 2 shillings. And then we have the monthly one, which is 149 shillings. Our customers enjoy Telecom calls the whole month, 149 shillings, and then other networks you call at 2 shillings. Here in Kikuyu shop, we are offering data services. We have different routers. We have portable Wi-Fi's, of which a customer don't have to be on power. They have just move around with a portable Wi-Fi. And of course, we have very affordable data packages. They are flexible. The customer has a choice to choose the data that he or she is comfortable with. Telecom is targeting especially the banks and schools in this area. When you look at Kikuyu, most guys are business oriented. So the banks, they need very good data in terms of speeds. And of course, we offer them voice service, which is quite affordable. In terms of data, again, we are focusing on youth, that's colleges, and we have affordable rates in data. For example, we have 100 shilling where a customer gets 2 GB. When we bring you on board on T-Cash, the process is short and then everything is done at the point of sale. So the customer is able to deposit money and even withdraw and make some bills. The other unique feature is the customer generates a code himself as one of the security feature on our mobile platform. In Kikuyu shop, Telecom is offering all the services that you can get when you walk in any of the shops in town. You can pay your bills, you can get routers, you can get SIM card, you can buy the bundles, anything that you want to get in any main shop.
At Telecom, every shilling counts. Visit any of their outlets countrywide and get connected. Where we bond with family, create memories with friends, as well as an alternative workplace for some of us. Let's get tips from another homeowner's perspective.
I'm among one of the pioneers at Karibu Homes when it was not even Big Cab Road. I was being given the contractor's electricity to be using. But okay, fine, all that journey has moved on. We are happily staying here at Karibu Homes. You can see that. This is an Earthy 3. In this project, they have Earthy 1, Earthy 2, Earthy 3, Tana 2, Tana 3, and Tana 3 Plus. Those are the type of houses they have. The Earthys are unfinished houses. They don't have any finishing. You're just given walls with gypsum filler on the walls and doors. There's no furniture, there's no cupboards, no wardrobes, no nothing, no tiles. All that you have to come and do it yourself. And whatever you do, you just have to consult the clerk and maybe the people within. There is an association that is within. You need to associate with them, ask them, we want to do this. If they agree, then you move on. But anything inside the house, Legally, I don't think you're supposed to be refused. It's your own unit. You can do whatever you want inside as long as you're not breaking any walls, you're not interfering with any structure, then it's fine. You can do anything you want. Why I bought this house was, I had been paying rent where I was staying, and that was in Parklands, Westlands. Those were the sites I was staying. This journey took me almost 15 to 16 years before I bought this house. One, I did not get support from family when I told them we buy. The situation of the economy of the Kenyan economy was not good. Then whenever we thought of buying something and something used to come up, either someone has been conned. I myself have been conned twice, yes. And when I bought this project, I used a lawyer. I got a lesson with the others that I was conned. So when I bought this project, I got everything done through my lawyer. And I'd advise, if anyone was to buy a house, I prefer let everyone use their own lawyers. It is better. So in future, you don't have to blame someone that we bought this house, there was a caveat or maybe there was a problem, which is not there so far. I have bought the house, I have all my documents to date in hand. Secondly, this is not my dream home. It's a stepping stone. What I'm dreaming for is completely different. What I'm looking for is a self-standing house. That's what I've been staying in. I've been staying in a house which is owned by ourselves. We were the only ones renting it, having our own parking. Now the kids really love swimming. So now I'm thinking having at least a 4-bedroom penthouse and should have 3 houses in it. Because we are 3 brothers, so we can accommodate my mom and my other 2 brothers in it. So that is what I'm planning to do along this time. Oh, if you talk of environment, I would say I want to live in Kileleshwa, Spring Valley, those sides, which is now becoming commercial. This is the next Nairobi new city, Mombasa Road. Anything starting from Syokimau, coming all the way till Machakos Junction is the new Nairobi. The new city is going to be this. So if we want to invest, do it here. It's the right place.
Are you a homeowner? What was your biggest lesson learned along the way? Did you learn things about the process that you wished you had known in advance? What can you share with other people who may be starting down this path? Just call on us and we'll be delighted to share your experiences on this segment. Next, the Property Gallery.
Evergreen Valley is located 3 kilometers off the Eastern Bypass, Utawala. Evergreen Valley is a development consisting of 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and 3 bedroom maissonettes. Amenities include spacious living room, dining area, spacious kitchen with pantry area, granite countertops with spacious cabinets in the kitchen, a master ensuite bedroom, bathtub in the master bedroom, inbuilt wardrobes, and visitor's cloakroom. The salient features include electric perimeter fence, 24/7 man guard protection, CCTV at the gate, street lighting, standby generator, private garden, parking for 2, visitors parking, individual courts, children playground on each court, internet-ready houses, centralized TV point, borehole, and solar power installed. The 2-bedroom apartments are 5.2 million Kenya shillings. The 3-bedroom apartments are 7.2 million Kenya shillings. And the 3-bedroom maissonettes are 9.75 million Kenya shillings. Lukenya Hills is a gated community located in a serene area in Athi River on Mutongoni Road. This development is designed to offer a modern and comfortable living away from the city life and is accessible via Mombasa Road. Lukenya Hills is situated 27 kilometers from Nairobi CBD. Accommodation features include lounge and dining area, separate fitted kitchen, guest cloakroom, 3 bedrooms, master bedroom ensuite, built-in wardrobes. Salient features include perimeter wall, cabro-paved internal roads, borehole water, carport shade, standby generator. For shopping and other amenities, Gateway Mall is a few minutes' drive from the development. Syokimau Township is also a short distance away, where a wide variety of social amenities are available. The Syokimau railway station is also a short drive from the development. The price for a 3-bedroom unit is 7.9 million Kenya shillings. Kitengela Terraces is a development designed ideally for exclusive and comfortable living and comprises of 40 exquisite 2-bedroom apartments set amidst tranquil environment in Milimani area, Kitengela, with the access road right opposite the Nairobi Women's Hospital. Accommodation includes lounge with balcony, large windows bringing natural light, dining area, open-plan kitchen with granite worktops, Dobby area, state-of-the-art finishes with attention to detail, visitors' cloakroom, and master bedroom ensuite. Salient features include perimeter wall with electric fencing and a guardhouse, ample parking space and adequate visitors' parking, cabro-paved walkways, solar water heating, and borehole.
Are you looking to buy a dream home? Add real estate in your investment portfolio. Understand the legal and financial implication. Then, our signature bus tour is your ideal first step. Register today. Thank you for watching The Property Show. Next Sunday, I'll be discovering an innovative, unique, eye-catching masterpiece changing the Nairobi skyline, Prism Towers. We'll also engage experts on today's hot topic on developments built on the riparian land. This conversation continues on our social media platforms. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.